dear Mr. Minister, dear Mr. Vice President of E.F.E.T., dear colleagues, dear friends, I would like to welcome you to this meeting of E.F.E.T. in collaboration with EFSA. It has to do with risk, as you see in the title, with the risk assessment and ranking of risks in European food safety systems. We are very happy to welcome everybody. We are also very happy that there are also registered 200 people online. And we are also very honored that we have representatives from 25 countries in the European Union who are following and participating in this meeting. Of course, we all know that risk assessment and ranking is of paramount importance in food controls. As a friend of mine was saying, no data, no worries, but I think we are here to conclude, I hope, exactly the opposite, that without data, without definite and adequate and efficient data, we cannot organize, we cannot design, we cannot have statistical analysis for our controls, and therefore we cannot plan for the future. There are of course, also emerging risks, emerging risks that we should be ahead in order to do the proper food controls. E.F.E.T. is trying, with a collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Efficient Food, to do its best, not only for controls, but also to help the consumer. Our main aim is to protect consumer regarding food safety and, of course, food fraud. And therefore, the meeting that we are here, all of us together today, is for E.F.E.T. as well, not only for Europe, very important. And I hope that the results from this meeting will be in this high level that we can all share and we could all use in order to design and to implement adequate and effective controls. I'm also very happy that we are doing this in collaboration with EFSA. We started with EFSA, to be honest, last year, our first two-day meeting. The last year meeting was on One Health, which is also a very of paramount importance in the European Union. And today is our second meeting with EFSA. We collaborate with EFSA, and you can see in the program we have a lot of lectures from different countries in the European Union to share with us their own perspectives. And as I said, hopefully, by the end of the meeting, we will be enriched with a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience from other countries to design and implement very good programs and very good controls for the future. Thank you very much again. I hope that, and I'm sure that the meeting will be a success. And after my welcome, I would like to address to the podium the Minister for his own welcome address. Thank you very much.
Dear Professor Antonios Zabellas, ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you today at this important conference where experts from across Europe have come together to address one of the most significant challenges of our time, ensuring the safety and sustainability of our food systems. This gathering is a testament to the collective commitment of nations and institutions to tackle the complex issues surrounding food security and safety. This conference underscores the importance of collaboration and knowledge sharing in addressing the challenges of our food systems faced today. With approximately 280 participants registered from Greece and 25 other European member states and candidate countries, we are witnessing the truly European effort to advance food safety and security. The distinguished speakers joining us come from food safety authorities in Greece, Portugal, as I have informed, France, Ireland, Finland, and Sweden, as well as the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, and two leading Greek universities, Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and the Agricultural University of Athens. For decades, we considered food availability a given. Europe prided itself on its ability to feed its population with an abundance of high-quality products, setting the standards for the rest of the world. However, recent challenges from climate change and geopolitical tensions to shifting global markets have forced on the reconsider this assumption. In our pursuit of ensuring food availability, we sometimes resort to the effective methods for increasing production. Thus, we should never jeopardize the quality and the safety of the food we consume. This is a reality that cannot be ignored, and it is the very reason why forums like this one, are so vital. The goal before us is clear: to provide nutritious, safe, and high-quality food for all Europeans. But achieving this goal is not without its complexities. Balancing food sufficiency with food safety is no easy equation. One cannot come at the expense of the other. These priorities must go hand in hand, ensuring both the sustainability of our systems and the health of our citizens. In this effort, we know that very well here in Greece, E.F.E.T. plays a critical role. As Greece's contact point with key European and international organizations such as European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, and Codex Alimentarius, utilizes the most up-to-date scientific data for decision-making related to safety issues in the food chains, with the ultimate goal of protecting public health and consumer interests. As we move forward, we must strive to maintain equilibrium. Policies must encourage innovation in agriculture while adhering to the highest safety standards, and above all, collaboration between governments and scientific experts is essential in navigating the risks inherent in modern food systems. The work that you are doing at this conference is a testament to that collaboration. By evaluating risks, ranking them, and proposing solutions, we are laying the foundation for a resilient and responsible food system for Europe. Let us continue this important work, knowing that the choices we make today will shape for generations the future of food security and safety to come. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to the insights and recommendations that will emerge from this important gathering. I think that we stand before a very good conference. You have to enjoy that in a very good room with a nice view. You can enjoy what we are doing here, what you are doing here, and I believe that what will come as, let's say, recommendations of that conference will help not only Greece, but everyone in European partnership to go on in the food safety. I think that you are doing a great job. Congratulations for everything. Thank you very much.
We would like now to invite Professor Bertens from that is the chair of the management board of EFSA, and it is head in the Latvian Safety Authority, BIOR, to say a welcome speech, and I invite Ivar's Dr. Berzens to present it. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, His Excellency Minister Dr. Konstantinos Tsiaras, dear Chair of the Management Board of the Hellenic Food Authority, Professor Antonios Ampelas, my colleague and friend, dear colleagues present here in the meeting, and dear colleagues who contribute for the long-standing time for European food safety. So from my side, I would like to congratulate on this initiative, actually, which is already second time, and I was glad also to taking a part in the first time when we discussed about the One Health surveillance a year ago. I think this tradition and continuation of this event, discussing among the member states and within the EFSA colleagues, is very much important for us, as I would like to say that this importance of the collaboration between EFSA and member states. So in addition, I would like to say just a few hours ago, last night in Brussels, we finished the EFSA Stakeholder Forum, and this was also for us, for EFSA and for us as a member state, it was important discussion how we integrate and how we discuss with our stakeholders in the field what we are doing. Nevertheless, stakeholders' engagement is critical, but there's also a very important message of the engagement from the member states. And I think this is also showing this side also here in the meeting, that there's a member states also, what was mentioned also by the Mr. Minister, joining the event and sharing their best practices and experiences in such a meeting are very much important. So in the meantime, I would like to also say the role that EFSA has created quite various tools how to strengthen and collaboration between EFSA and the member states. And I would like to say that this is important for EFSA to take on board and very much develop the cooperation. And I would like to say and acknowledge very much also the Hellenic Food Authority, Greek academia, universities, scientists who contribute EFSA work. So if we say from that perspective, so there's a lot of the tools and various ways of the strengthening the cooperation. And I think that starting from the focal points and towards the EU Fora program, which has been shown also at the beginning of the meeting, shows that we need to take care of this valuable cooperation and also developing our future risk assessment community in Europe. In the meantime, also, I would like to acknowledge some outstanding and actually the long-standing cooperation with the scientists from the Greece towards the activities in the scientific panels in EFSA, Professor Kotsoumanis for a long and valuable work provided in this work. So, and finally, I would like to say, as it was mentioned also by the Mr. Minister, that our common work, we should think of the sustainable food systems. So the food safety is one part. So we discuss on the specific issues as risk ranking, risk assessments, cooperation in and interaction with the risk managers. In the meantime, we should think of this, our forthcoming challenges like a climate change, diseases, vulnerability of our food systems in certain stages. So we should take a lot of the various aspects into account. In the meantime, I would like also to stress, and especially what I see from the Greece has a special cultural heritage in a food systems, in a food production, processing, and trade. I think this is a value. It's not only the national, but it's also the European value, why our food systems sometimes differ from the other places of the world. So from that side, I would like to again say thanks to all organizers and contributing to this very interesting event. And I would like to say thanks to my colleague Antonis from the Hellenic Food Authority of the taking care of these relations, strengthening the cooperation and developing our common food ecosystem and strengthening by our best expertise what we have in Europe. So I would wish all the participants a successful conference, all the good, valuable discussions, and as Mr. Minister mentioned, also some kind of outcome of the meeting, some conclusions which we may take as a take-home messages to develop and strengthen our systems in the future. Thank you very much and have a nice meeting in Athens.
Thank you very much, Dr. Berzens, for these kind words. We have also invited the chief scientist of European Food Safety Authority. However, because of other commitment, he could not join us. But he was very kind to send a speech, a welcome speech, a recording of his speech. Could you please?
Καλημέρα στην Αθήνα. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ για την πρόσκληση να συμμετάσχω στο σημαντικό αυτό συνέδριο για τη One Health και την ασφαλεία των τροφίμων. Μια σπουδαία πρωτοβουλία. Συγχαρητήρια. Your Excellency, Minister of Rural Development and Foods of the Republic of Greece, dear Professor Zampelas, Chairman of the Management Board of the Hellenic Food Authority, dear Professor Ivars Bertins, Chair of the Management Board of the European Food Safety Authority, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me, first of all, to apologize, perhaps both for the Greek I just tried to pronounce, but also for not being able to join you today online, as it was my intention. Due to a change of plans, I am currently in the air as the opening of this conference takes place. But I wanted to join, and with me, all of my colleagues in EFSA today, as E.F.E.T. re-edits this One Health inspired conference. Its repetition by itself shows the strong commitment of Greece and its actors in bringing One Health from words to action. Allow me to say, and I may be biased, that no better topic than food to see One Health in action. I say this because food is not just something we need for human health, but is also essential, of course, for animal health. But animals are food just as plants. Food is culture, food is history, food is religion, food is economy, food is trade, food is innovation, and food is science. And it's really a topic that by crossing all these areas, all these remits, all these disciplines, only when we bring them all together can we really have innovative solutions to face challenges which are growing. In the remits of food safety and risk assessment, it is therefore also essential as science progresses and we are able to dive further and further into the details of scientific advancements and complexity and holistic topics, that we are able also to look into how to balance all this knowledge. And as assessments become more holistic and risks are brought together, it will more and more be necessary, I believe, to look into the capacity to prioritize, to rank, to weigh risks in a way that allow us to provide a more solid and actionable advice to those who in real time will need to make decisions. The topic of risk prioritization has also been very close to the work of the European Food Safety Authority. Probably our panel on biohazards has been the one that for the longest period has been discussing and moving this topic forward. And here I would like to, of course, to acknowledge all their work And allow me today, of course, very particularly to acknowledge the work of its chair, Professor Kostas Kotsoumanis, that for many years has brought this discussion to the table, trying to bring scientific arguments, but also practical solutions on how this can be done in real time. In fact, just as recently as last year, a report produced by the Food Safety Authority once again looked into the challenges of risk ranking, both in the chemical and the microbiological world. First of all, I think a challenge will be the day we need to combine these two, how we can even rank these two areas, which may have very different approaches, methodologies. We also are challenged in this topic of risk ranking in the way we collect data, in the way we harmonize approaches across different remits, and also to some extent, the development, as I mentioned, of metrics and solid guidances on how to do this in a structured approach. A lot of recommendations have been put on the table, both in this report as well as others, and allow me also to acknowledge here the work of international organizations like the Food and Agriculture Organization, but also a lot of work done by individual member states, some of which will be joining during this conference to share their knowledge. But indeed, our capacity to develop metrics or to evaluate tiered approaches, to be flexible and to share data are some of the issues that we will need to put on the table to take this topic forward. I'm happy to see they will be on the table in Athens, and I look forward for the feedback from our colleagues on the discussions held there during this conference and how they can take us forward. Allow me also to highlight that this topic, this specific issue, very linked to how we rank risks in assessments of food safety, is also One Health. It's One Health for all the reasons I've just mentioned, but especially because there, for the next 2 days, you will be sharing knowledge, you will be cooperating, you will be sharing ways to build capacity around this topic, and most important, you will be collaborating in real time to find actionable solutions. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what One Health means when we go from words to actions. And this is what we need. With the European Union, with the agencies of the European Union, but with all the member states and the academia, the science-producing heart of Europe, we will be able to take risk assessment in food to a next level, where being holistic with all the complexity it entails will be possible with new approaches that allow us to not just rank, but advise in a more actionable way, so that managers can continue to take the decisions that enable innovation, increase the competitiveness of our European markets, but continue to take at heart the most important premise of all: the safety of the consumers, the safety of all of us citizens. This continues to be the core business of EFSA, and here also a word of gratitude to all our Greek colleagues, those at E.F.E.T., but also those in our Article 36 organizations who on a regular basis contribute to this joint mission, which we don't do alone or on your behalf, but truly do with you. And allow me also here a word of special thanks to our colleagues on the focal point of Greece. They are the living link, the telephone on that side of the line that is always ready to answer and to make sure that this collaboration continues strong and healthy. This, more than anything, is also One Health in action. Allow me, therefore, to once again congratulate you on this initiative, wish you all fruitful but actionable discussions that can take us a little bit longer along the way. That would truly be an amazing outcome for these days. On behalf of the European Food Safety and of some of my colleagues who will also join you during these days, I wish you all the best. Thank you for inviting us, and thank you for taking One Health forward. Ευχαριστώ.